Hello everyone, welcome to BCom classes. So in my previous lecture, I have explained mathematics minor syllabus in detail. Now in this video, I am going to explain the statistics syllabus in detail that you have to go through in your semester 1 and semester 3. So in statistics, the first part is theory, which contained descriptive statistics 1 and probability 1. So my first topic is descriptive statistic 1 and probability 1. And this entire portion has 75 marks. So in this entire portion, we have 75 marks in in theory portion. So 75 marks we have in theory portion, which contains descriptive statistics 1 and probability 1. And in descriptive statistics 1, the first part is its statistics, it's the definition and scope, concept of statistical population and sample. Basically, this portion is totally theory part. Then again, data, it contains quantitative and qualitative data, cross-sectional and time series data, discrete and continuous data. And in the next page, we have scales of measurement, nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio scale. So all these are theory portion, and these portions are easily available in any standard book. So after that, we have presentation of data, tabular and graphical, frequency distribution, cumulative frequency, and their graphical representation, stem and leaf display. Now this portion is stem and leaf display. This portion is now this stem and leaf display. Now this portion is quite different from all these, because all these portions are easily available in any book, but this portion, stem and leaf display, this portion is quite difficult, and for this you have to consider any high level statistics books. Okay, so all the books all the book references are given in syllabus, but still I shall give you some book reference after this video. Next part. Now, this part is measure part, measure of central tendency, mean, median, mode. Now, from this part, our mathematical portion starts. Okay, from this part, our mathematical portion starts. For this, you need to know some basic concept. You need to know some basic concept of sigma. There's a symbol, sigma. Then product, you have to understand all these symbols. For this, and some mathematical calculation is also needed. Then measure of dispersion is a very, very important chapter for your semester 1 and semester 3 exams. So this contains measure of dispersion, range, mean deviation, standard deviation, coefficient of variation, Guinness coefficient, Lorentz curve. This portion is basically a portion which contains problems. You have to solve the problems on these topics. Then again, moments, fewness, kurtosis, this is another important portion. There are so many results and so many mathematical calculations that contains in these topics. Then quantiles and measure based on them, box plot and outliers. This box plot and outliers, this portion is theory. From this portion, you shall not get any question, any problems, any mathematical problems. This is totally a theory. So our mathematical portion contains this topic, and this topic, and out of these three, these two are very, very important topic for your semester exam. So go through this topic. Okay, so study entire topic very well, because you shall get so many questions from this area, and all these are mathematics, not theoretical question, mind it. Okay, these are all my mathematical paper, not theoretical paper. Then after this, next page, you can see that this is our last topic from our syllabus. This topic contains probability theory. Recall, we have done probability theory in our HS course. Okay, probability theory. Probability, classical definition, then some basic concept like die throw, coin toss. We have done questions from this topic in our high secondary course, class 11, 12. So this contains probability. This entire portion is basically probability and its application. But we have conditional probability, we have theorem of total probability, and base theorem. We have done so many problems from base theory in our HS course. Wow. Okay, so there is another major topic where you can expect so many questions from this topic. So again, go through this topic very well because in exam, this portion contains so many questions, and so you have to study well from this portion. So this is our last topic from our theory portion, and as I said, this entire portion contains 75 marks. Okay, I again repeat this entire part, this theory part and this mathematical part contain total 75 marks. Okay, now I'm giving you some book references. My first book reference is Gun Gupta Das Gupta. Gun Gupta is a very good book. Gun Gupta Das Gupta. This book is very, very important book. And again, another book I suggest you, which is Giri and Banerjee. Giri and Banerjee. Basically, almost all the portions have been covered in these two books. All portions have been covered in these two books. So you can easily find all this probability and all this theory from this book. But as I said, these two topics, for box plot, outlier, stem and left displays, stem and left display, and box plot. For these two topics, you have to consider some other books. So this entire portion comprises 75 marks. Now we know that our total marks is 100. So 25 marks. So where we shall get those 25 marks? Answer is, now we have last portion of our statistics part, which is practical. See that this practical is totally dependent on college. Okay, everything that college will cover from those portion, you shall get questions from that portion. Okay, so whatever college will teach you from this portion, go through that, because this portion is totally dependent on college. So this portion comprises 25 marks. But again, this 25 marks have been divided into three parts. Now, first part is written practical. Written practical. In this part, okay, from this portion, college will give you some questions that you have to answer. Okay, these are my mathematical portion, written practical. Now, this portion contains 16 marks. 16. Okay. So these 16 marks are from this entire portion. This entire portion, okay, that we have done in our theory part. This entire portion contains 16 marks that we have done in our theory portion. These are all practical topics. Just go through this. I shall send this PDF in description box. I shall upload this PDF in description box. Then you can easily get this syllabus. So these two portions, see that starting from this to this, and you can see that all these portions have been covered in my theory portion as well. So whatever be in theory portion, you shall get practical written question from this. And I again repeat, this portion will be covered by college. College will take classes on practical. You have to attend those classes, and college will give you questions from those classes. Okay, so this portion contains 16 marks. But as we know, this entire portion has 25 marks. As we know, this entire portion has 25 marks. So 16 from written exam. Now, apart from this, college will take some viva questions. Okay, college will give you some viva questions that you have to answer. That part contains only 5. So 5 is from viva. Viva, it is an oral exam that you have to you have to give answer to examiner. And finally, rest 4 marks. There are rest 4 marks. This rest 4 marks you notebook. What is that? College, okay, as I said, college will give you some practical. You have to answer all those practical in a square sheet. The square sheet look like this. Okay, college, this is easily available in college. College will give you some square sheet, and you have to answer the questions that college will give you in this square sheet. and this portion contains 4. So my total part is 16 plus 5 plus 4 give you 25 marks. So I again repeat, this 4 marks is on notebook. College will give you some questions in practical classes. You have to answer these practical classes in a square sheet, and you have to check through your teacher. Okay, and your teacher or your professor will check the solution, and if your solutions are correct, you shall get 4 marks from notebook. So this is my entire syllabus in details. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe and inform your friend so as to get this information easily. Okay. So then we shall again meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.